Welcome back to Community Solutions. And what we're going to do is finish up this Unit 3, about empathy and community. First, I'm going to put my name, Mr. That's my first name. Here's my surname, Surface. If you share the same name, you a thief. All right. One item I remember from the video is, and another item I remember from the video is. Well, first, let's look at the video, and I'm hoping it's going to be a game. Please be a game. Please be a game. Oh, yeah, it's a game. Let's play. Split screen level 2. Let's get it.
It's build your brain time. You're going to play level 2 of split screen. The game will work the same way. The screen is going to be split in half, and shapes are going to appear on both sides. Each time you see a circle on the right side of the screen, raise your right hand. Each time you see a star on the left side of the screen, raise your left hand.
Say word.
It's time to play. Remember, each time you see a circle on the right side of the screen, raise your right hand. Each time you see a star on the left side of the screen, raise your left hand. Ready to keep going?
You know it.
Congratulations, you did it!
Thank you. I know I did. Now, what seemed to be something that stuck out to you this time around? One item I remember from the video is, and maybe this time it might be any mistakes that you made, and another item you might think about is, did it matter whether it was the left or right side, right? You've got two sides of the brain. Did that have to matter? Now, maybe you want to write about something different. By all means, you go right ahead. But please take the time right now. All right. So, Indira's helping out her aunt's restaurant. Her aunt asks her to get some supplies, but doesn't say exactly what. I'll tell you what her aunt says and show you items Indira could choose. When you know what Indira should choose, raise your hands. Ready? All right. And by the way, remember that her aunt said to get supplies, but doesn't say that. Ooh, whoopsie daisy. That should be a highlighter. Doesn't say exactly what. All right. Next slide. I need something that has to be broken before I can use it. Take a moment and think. Did you figure it out? The answer was, or is, E, G, G. An egg. Let's try it again. I need something that's full of holes, but still holds water. Oh, think for a moment. Did you figure it out? SPONGE, sponge. Okay. All right. So now we're going to get into a video that kind of helps us think about the solutions that we come up with together. Community solutions. First, let's write these sentence starters. One item I remember from the video is, and another item I remember from the video is. And let's take a moment and watch this video together. This is part one. Mosquito mayhem.
When fifth graders Keon, Annika, and Julie arrived at school one morning, they noticed a big problem. Mosquitoes. They were everywhere, and everyone was getting bit. It was gross. It was itchy. And by lunchtime, the three kids had had enough. Julie had an idea. Her grandpa lived by a pond that was full of frogs, and her family was traveling to see him this weekend. She could bring some frogs home, and they could set them loose at the school. Then the frogs could eat the mosquitoes.
Ooh.
Easy. Keon and Annika thought that was a great idea. On Monday morning, Julie brought the frogs to school. Then it was time to set them loose in the yard. But things didn't go according to plan. Just a few weeks later, there were frogs everywhere. They were taking over, croaking so loud that you couldn't hear a thing, scaring little kids,
Oh no.
even jumping on the principal's head.
Oh boy.
Keon, Julie, and Annika were shocked. How could their plan go so wrong? This was even worse than the mosquitoes.
Was it? Two takeaways from that video, that very unlikely video. Take a moment, break it down. All right. So now we're going to write those same sentences again. One item I remember from the video is, and then another item I remember from the video is. So we've got our two items to remember. All right, and let's get into the video. Let's see what happens in this epic ordeal.
When fifth graders Keon, Annika, and Julie arrived at school one morning, they noticed mosquitoes everywhere. Julie had an idea. They could release frogs from her grandpa's pond to eat the mosquitoes. Keon and Annika thought that was a great idea, but maybe they should ask around first. Some people might not want a bunch of frogs in the yard at school. The kids got to work. Annika talked to the science teacher, Mr. Reynolds. He agreed that the frogs would eat the mosquitoes, but he was worried that they might cause other problems, like too much noise during class time. He thought that attracting local bats to the school might be a better idea. Keon talked to Ms. Wilson, the custodian. She told him that she noticed mosquitoes laying their eggs in the puddles around the school. She's worried that the problem will get worse. Julie talked to some second graders on the playground. One kid told her that he's scared of frogs. They're so slimy and jumpy. Another kid said that her dad grows lemongrass to keep mosquitoes away from their house. Annika, Keon, and Julie took notes and made a plan. They asked the principal if their plan was okay. She loved the idea and thanked them for helping out. Then they got to work. They put up bat boxes, cleaned up puddles,
That's a good idea.
and
Don't
planted
slip up.
lemongrass around the school.
Won't sour on that.
Just a few weeks later, their plan had worked. Annika, Keon, and Julie found a great solution that worked for everyone, except those pesky mosquitoes.
Well, they deserve death. The mosquitoes deserve death. I think we can agree on that. So, what are 2 takeaways from that video? Please take a moment, get in there. Yes, indeed. So, what solutions might exist for when you're all planning to go outside for recess, or your family's planning to go outside, or you and a group of friends are looking to go outside, but it's a rainy day? All right. Some solutions to this problem might benefit from the input of blank or blank. Please take a moment to fill in that sentence starter. Bum, bum, bum. How did thinking about different points of view help you to find what works and what doesn't work for each solution? This is all the stories combined in today's lesson and all the lessons in Unit 3. Let's change this question, long as it is, into a statement. Let's take our interrogatory mood and turn it into an indicative mood. Let's do it. So how did thinking about different points of view? Let's start with a gerund. Thinking about different points of view helped me to find what worked and what did not for each solution. For example, when, and then finish that one and give yourself a little extra time to spin that yarn.